Hello, and thank you so much for joining us here on CBS 8 Plus. I'm Marcella Lee. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you, getting to the bottom of problems you've asked us about. We're looking for solutions. We start in Mira Mesa. People who live near Mesa Verde Park say they are concerned about broken and missing playground equipment and a few nearby homeless encampments. Neighbors tell us the city is playing favorites by fixing other parks, but not theirs. CBS 8's Anna Laurel spent the day at Mesa Verde Park working for you to find out how the city picks the parks and playgrounds it pays to upgrade.
This is a diverse neighborhood with immigrants and military families, but the people who live here say they feel like the city takes better care of more expensive neighborhood parks and theirs stays run down and neglected.
I think the city's job is to make things look fair, equal distribution of resources.
And you don't see that.
No, they haven't done anything here.
Alex Timberman has lived in Mira Mesa for 6 years.
I love the neighborhood. I love our neighborhood. I just think that we deserve better.
Mesa Verde Park is the neighborhood park for his daughter to play.
And I'll show you guys some broken equipment over here.
He contacted us at CBS 8 because he's been reaching out to the city for years about problems at the park and says he's got nowhere.
Time goes by so quickly. Kids become teenagers very quickly. So 1 year when you have playground equipment that doesn't work, I really feel like our kids are being deprived.
He first showed us the sandbox full of the old mulch from the playground and dead grass.
The kids gravitate towards playing in the sand. They bring their little buckets here and they play, and I just feel bad for them because they've never replenished the sandbox or cleaned it or raked it.
This is where the seesaw was.
Correct.
Should be.
Yes.
The playground seesaw disappeared months ago, as did a ladder that should be here. Alex filled out numerous Get It Done app reports. Those cases are still open.
Every single park seems to have better equipment than the park here.
But it's not just the broken or missing playground equipment that concerns families here. Homeless people live on a hill above and behind the park.
They overlook the children that are playing here.
Early this morning, I started reaching out to the city and to Kent Lee, the city council member representing Mira Mesa. Late today, the city called me back and says they're working on getting answers and the status of those Get It Done reports. They say they'll have answers later this week. I'll report those to you when I get them. So for tonight, Alex will continue to hope his Mesa Verde Park gets the attention it needs.
I think people are very humble around here. People are very friendly, but we just can't have this.
No.
We can't have this. I think we deserve better than this.
In Mira Mesa, this is Anna Laurel for CBS 8.
We do have an update to tell you about. Following our coverage, the city has told us it has put an order in for supplies and equipment to fix this playground. We'll be sure to keep you posted once that work and installation begins. If you want a new puppy, there's a right way and a wrong way to go about it. A lot of people adopt from local shelters or rescues, but others buy from breeders, and some are not nearly as reputable as others. Here at CBS 8, we are uncovering complaints of illegal puppy sales on the side of the road. We got a closer look at the animals illegally sold out of the backs of cars underneath the freeway near the Spring Valley Swap Meet. CBS 8's Steve Fiorina is working for you by showing us the problem and the reaction from the San Diego Humane Society.
The Spring Valley Swap Meet is wildly popular. Thousands and thousands of people come by to shop every weekend. You can get some pretty cool things, but you can't buy a family pet.
Outside the gates and under a freeway overpass, you can often see roadside vendors selling food and drinks, luggage, boots, and puppies.
That's beautiful.
Unlicensed sales. It's against the law in California to sell these little guys, as adorable as they might be.
How much are you selling?
600.
600?
That was a cell phone conversation on Saturday. Different car the next day and a different response. We're working for you and showed up today to ask the sellers about their animals. They wanted no part in answering with a news camera pointed at them.
How much are you selling them for?
A shake of the head and refusal to be interviewed. Then the rear door pushed down. Pomeranians, Shih Tzus, Huskies, for sale along here, illegally. Several blocks up the road, we spoke with the manager of the swap meet, who didn't want his face shown.
Obviously, I don't like it just because I feel like it makes the swap meet look bad. And when people just set up on the street and do illegal activity, it makes it look like, we're compliant with that.
CBS 8 reached out and spoke to the San Diego Humane Society. They say buyer beware when you're looking for a pet.
It's always a red flag if somebody's selling a pet from the trunk of their car or if you're meeting in a parking lot.
Look for the paperwork.
It may be a really sad surprise for you weeks down the line, and your puppy may have some sort of disease. They may not have been vaccinated properly.
Viewers reached out to us. saying they're up in arms about puppies, kittens, bunnies being sold illegally. Hundreds of posts online in less than a week on Reddit. The question was asked if anything can be done about it. Quoting now, "How sad. That's been happening for decades. I would never trust those people. Please report them." Kevin Torres is adopting solo from a foster situation.
Yeah, so this guy
But buy a dog from the back of a car? No way.
It's a shame. We don't know if they're coming from puppy mills. We don't know if they're vaccinated, or if they have all their shots or anything. And the thing is, when you purchase them, it just kind of encourages to keep doing it.
Animal control does cite offenders.
That puppy you want can be a magnificent blessing, but you need to be careful and do it right. Steve Fiorina, CBS 8.
Thanks, Steve. City of San Diego crews are working hard to make progress on the huge backlog of 6,000 streetlight repairs needed across the city. Brian White is working for you in the Loma Portal neighborhood, where people tell us some streetlights have been out for years.
A quaint neighborhood street here on Wisteria Drive. American flags, basketball hoops, dog walkers, and the occasional airplane overhead here in the flight path. But come nightfall,
it's very dark out here, and people leave their porch lights on, but that doesn't really help.
Deborah Padua has lived on this street for over 50 years, and she says the lights around here haven't worked for quite some time.
It's about 2 years, and we've been without street lights, and we don't have any idea why.
How many street lights are out on the street?
Every one of them.
She took this video at night to show just how dark it gets out here.
There are people around here. My son is one of them who works one night a week until 2 in the morning. So coming home here, it's very hard to see. If somebody was out in the street, you'd probably hit them because you couldn't see them.
And on top of that, without any lighting, people around here don't feel safe at night.
Lately, we've had, several Ring cameras around here pick up people casing cars. My son's car was stolen right in front of our house.
She's even tried installing extra lights around her home.
Okay, so this is the floodlight on the corner here that my son put in, just in case people come by.
She and others have filed get-it-done reports for years now, to no avail.
I would just like to see at least somebody explain to us why we don't have lights and then get them fixed.
So I reached out to the City of San Diego's Transportation Department, which oversees streetlight repairs, and they say maintenance staff was here in October working on the antiquated series circuit system. But as of right now, they're waiting for a nearby construction project to be finished in August before crews come out again to make repairs.
It is very frustrating, being that we are a cul-de-sac and it's very dark down here. We don't have, extra lights down here at all.
And that may change, because the city tells me they're going to look at installing temporary solar lights here to help out in the meantime until repairs can be made. In Loma Portal, working for you, Brian White, CBS 8.
Thanks, Brian. The San Diego County Fair is officially here, and if you haven't made your way there yet, this year there are some tasty new treats and a few culinary surprises heading your way. CBS 8's Steve Price is working for you. He calls it putting his big mouth and his big stomach to work. His words. He's trying out the new items and letting us know how much you'll have to pay for them. Steve?
When I was a kid, I came to the fair for the rides, but now that I'm older and wiser, I'm here for the food. And lucky for me, this year there are a lot of new options.
So many choices, but fair food can get expensive. So this year, I'm here for the new stuff.
Can you guess what this is? I've got a surprise for you.
It's called Wicked Kitchen, and it's the fair's first fully plant-based restaurant. I got the bao. They're filled with a spicy slaw, but those aren't meatballs.
The main ingredient is pea protein.
The price, $16.50. So is it worth it?
This is really good.
Boba King is also new this year and is sure to be popular when the weather heats up.
The hot seller is going to be the taro milk tea, the Thai milk tea. Regular milk tea is always good.
This is strawberry milk tea. It sells for $10 and definitely gets a thumbs up. This is a pound of breaded deep fried cheese. I got it at Cheesy Chef for $15. And trust me, your entire family can share it. More appropriately sized is in-your-face pies. You get 2 fruit-filled treats for for $10.
It's pineapple, and it's absolutely delicious.
Another new dessert is Hawaiian honey cones. The honey and corn cone is filled with ice cream and costs $20.
Tony heard, but not like this, I imagine. So this is actually an old song from a group out of England.
Pretty good?
Jammed right in. So good.
Chicken Charlie's isn't new, but he added some new items to the menu.
Cheers. Cheers.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos pot stickers make a tasty snack. And for dessert, he created something specifically for the fair's camping theme.
Deep fried s'more, and it's on a stick. Marshmallowy goodness.
Fresh and Tasty Pizza added a pickle pizza to their menu and one with pickles and Flamin' Hot Cheetos. We also discovered a new kettle corn flavor, churro. There's definitely something on the menu for everyone at this year's fair, but the only thing going on a diet will be your wallet, which is sure to leave a bit lighter. Working for you, Steve Price, CBS 8.
Thanks for doing that work for us, Steve. This year's fair theme is Get Out There. And as you just saw with Steve, it has a lot of food, drinks, live entertainment, and special exhibits. Tickets are $20 and you can buy them online or in person. The fair is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays in June. It runs through the 4th of July. And by the way, I chatted with Steve after he got back from that story. Remember, he ate all of that in one day. He suggests you spread it out maybe over a few trips to the fair because, yeah, his stomach wasn't feeling all that great, but he's doing okay. Remember, we're working for you. If there's something that you would like us to look into, shoot us an email at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Thanks so much for joining. I'm Marcella Lee. We'll see you next time.